All right guys, welcome back to another unboxing and review. It's been a long time since I got anything from Gamma or Stylecraft, but today we have the Instinct X. I'm kind of excited about seeing it. If you guys didn't see my Instinct review back in the day, it was okay, but I didn't love the shape of it. So I'm hoping that this Instinct X is better. Let's go ahead and flip to this camera and open this thing up and see what it's all about. So I don't know that I've ever seen a box like this from Stylecraft, kind of packaged inside a box inside a box. And this was in another box. You guys can see right on top, oh, that's the whole box. I thought it was a little pamphlet. So it is packed in here tight. Go ahead and get this out of here. All right, so you guys can see it here, SC Pro, Stylecraft Pro, Instinct X. So I guess we got a black and yellow, a white and red, and a all red with black. Professional vector motor clipper with intuitive torque control. So you guys can see on this side we have the black version that says Instinct X. On this side we have the white example. That's pretty sharp, I'm not gonna lie. And Stylecraft Pro Instinct X again. On top we just have some distributor information and the address and all that. I'm not gonna read all these because I'm sure it will be on the back. So we will just go ahead and flip it over and get to the main points. So Stylecraft Instinct X professional vector motor clipper with intuitive torque control. Black diamond carbon fixed fade blade, customizable click or floating taper options, 4 hours of cordless runtime. So that's pretty solid. I don't remember what the Instinct had, probably pretty similar, I would imagine. This is basically the same motor and everything, just in a different body. Extreme power with an ergonomically designed compact body, includes 8 white double magnetic guards, cleaning maintenance kit, clear showcase window, and mini screwdriver. So we got a couple more points right here we will check out. The Instinct X is assembled with a fixed black diamond fade blade for superior blending, fading, and bulk removal, with a black diamond shallow 2.0 cutting blade for the smoothest, crunchiest cutting. Vector motor offers an unmatched 11,500 strokes per minute with unstoppable power, providing highly optimized bulk removal in one pass. Fully adjustable blade can be zero gapped. Additional housings we saw on the cover. Vector motor with intuitive torque control detects resistance and adjusts torque in milliseconds. So if you guys didn't see the Instinct, that basically means it will be running normal. If it senses drag in the hair, it will go ahead and up the RPMs and make the clipper cut faster so that it doesn't slow down and bog down in the hair. Lithium-ion battery delivers up to 4 hours of cordless runtime with a 2-hour recharge time. Super compact and lightweight with an ergonomic design for the ultimate comfort grip. Red, black, or white levers, and it does have 8 double magnetic guards. So that is it on the box. Let's go ahead and pop this thing out and check it out. So here is the clipper. It comes in the black version. We have the white lid and the red lid. Go ahead and take this off. We're gonna have our charging dock here. It does come with gold. So I guess the yellow right here is actually kind of gold. So this is the black and gold dock to go with the black and gold clipper. We have the white double magnetic guards. I'll go ahead and open those up and use them with this. We do have the charging cord, and guys, the charging cord is gonna go back into the dock. If I can get it the right way, there we go. So that will plug in like that. It does take a micro USB, which is kind of ancient. I don't know if anybody uses that. Here is the clear cover we can put on the front. Maybe we'll do that. We'll customize our own. And all the rest of the stuff is in here. Red, white, black lever. There's an extra cam follower. Of course, the stretch bracket and some extra screws, clipper brush, and some clipper oil. And last but not least, the user manual. I'm gonna start collecting these and I can have a little fire in my house with all my extra ones. So anyway, let's go ahead, put that back in the box. We'll get this out of the way. I'm gonna leave the lids out because we will do our own custom setup. We're gonna put the stretch bracket on it. We're gonna put one of these lids on it, maybe the clear lid, and then we'll check this thing out. Here is the Instinct X. Yeah, that's definitely more gold now that I can see it on the front. All black. If you guys can't see, it does say Instinct right here and kind of a gloss black on the black. Down here it says SC, same thing, gloss black on this matte black. Power button right here. You guys can see we got the click lever. I believe you can take the clicks out. I'm gonna put the stretch bracket on it and take the clicks out because that's how I like to run these. Go ahead and take the blade cover off. It does have the Stylecraft fade blade. You know, not my favorite, but we'll check it out. Here's the micro USB port, and here's our charging port on the bottom. So you guys can see, fits into the dock. You can charge it on the dock. Obviously, I would imagine that that's how everybody uses it. I'm not really sure, but similar to, kind of reminds me of an Ergo, but it's not as curved. It's more straight, so I definitely can rock with that. If you guys have seen the channel in the past, I've called the Ergo a banana before, and not my favorite, but it's okay. This is just a little bit more straight, so I think I'm definitely gonna rock with this a little bit better. So let's go ahead and set this thing up. I'm gonna take the lid off. We're gonna put the clear lid on. Maybe let's do like maybe the red and the clear, and we will go ahead and put the stretch bracket on, swap the lever. Probably gonna put a vapor blade on here. Get out the handy dandy power screwdriver. If you guys are looking for one of these, check the Amazon description down below. All we should have to do is take off these 4 screws on the back. All right, there's that. Now we can just take the lid off. It just kind of sandwiches on there. What do you guys think? We should do, I think we do the red and clear. Maybe the white and clear. The white's kind of different. Yeah, let's do the white. We're gonna do the white. I already can see, guys, there's 4 screws right here. We're gonna pop them off. All right, so the screws are out. You see we can pop the cover off. Now we take the clear cover. Let's get this out of this package. When drop it out, it is gonna go right on top of here, just like the one we took off. Kind of snaps in, and then we'll put the screws back in, put the lid back on. All we have to do is sandwich this back together. Oh yeah, that's sweet. The long screws are gonna go in the top. Short ones in the bottom. We'll screw those back together and we can move on to our stretch bracket and vapor blade. All right, so you guys can see that's super sharp with the white lid. You can't really see the Instinct white lettering because the white lid is underneath, but it does look sharp. Now we're gonna work on the lever. I'm gonna go ahead and get my big screwdriver out. So to take the lever off, guys, if we were gonna use the fade blade, which I'm just gonna do it this way so you guys can see it, we gotta take the blade off because we're gonna be taking the lever off. Oh my gosh, we gotta have the blade off of the lever, so there we go. Now we just have to take this screw out right here that holds the lever on. And you guys can see if you missed my video on how to take the clicks out, you see the clicks just fell off. So this is ready to go. I'm just gonna leave the clicks out and the lever is just gonna slide off the back. There we go. Grab the new lever. Man, I can't even see where this plastic comes apart. There we go. Get the stretch bracket out. You want this long arm facing forward. All right, so you guys can see I got it screwed on. Now we just put the lever back in. Now we need to put the blade back in. You see that thing is lubed up. So basically the blade has two holes on it right here. We're gonna put those in these metal pieces, or put the metal pieces in there and push it down. And I'm gonna go grab a fusion blade, vapor blade. We're gonna put that on. Now before you guys freak out on me for changing the blade, not using it with what it comes with, this is a Stylecraft blade. It's an option. You can use whatever blades you want on whatever clippers you want. This is my preference. You guys look from right here. They are identical from the side. I just prefer these ridges on there, and to be honest, I can't really tell you why it's better or why I like it more. I just like it more. So you're gonna press the other blade down with the blade, hold it on, get your screws started. Go ahead and snug one almost all the way down. We wanna make sure the blade is lined up before we tighten it all the way. Put the other one in. Now you guys wanna close it up, and you wanna look down the blade and make sure that it is aligned. I like to gap it pretty close, but not too close. You also wanna make sure that it is centered side to side. So you want to make sure it's not over to one side too much or it will hit your guards. So that is pretty zero gapped about how I like it. Hold it still. Now we can snug these down. And before you tighten the other one down, you want to look at it again. Make sure it's right. Now we can snug this one down. Should be good to go. All right, so you guys can see I went ahead and got the guards out. We're gonna use them, and now I'm glad I used the white lid because this looks pretty sweet. So you guys can see this is gonna look super sick with the white cover. I'm gonna go ahead and use those when we test this clipper out. I've been doing that lately. I've been using the guards that come with it just so you guys know more what comes with it. But you can see we got our Instinct floating lever, vapor blade, white and black. That is super sweet. It's kind of Stormtrooper. Put our dubs on it, and you guys can see that's a pretty sick setup. Let's go ahead and get those out of the way. I'm gonna let you guys listen to this thing. Let's see what it sounds like. I imagine it's gonna be just like the Instinct. All right, a little stinky. I'm gonna spray some Cool Care on it, go ahead and throw it on the charging dock, and we will test this thing out on a couple of haircuts. See what it's all about. All right, guys, we're gonna test out the Instinct X on Levi today. We're gonna do, you see it kind of has a drop weight line, so we're gonna do kind of a straight fade, but it's gonna drop in the back and follow the weight. And I'm gonna start off with a number 3, just trying to tie into the top. So first and foremost, I can tell, definitely exactly like the Instinct, sounds just like it, feels just like it. And if you guys remember my Instinct review, the main thing I didn't like was how small it was. I didn't really mind how it cut. I got nothing bad to say about how it cut. And this feels just like it. It is cutting super well. You guys see I can freehand up through the weight. We got a nice number 3 on the sides. Come in and start our ball guide line. I'm gonna use these close to set the ball guide line. Just see how clean it cuts and see how short it will get. And then we'll come in and start our fade after that. All right, we're gonna start the ball guide line right here at the bottom of his vertical bar. I'm just gonna scoop it in. And again, here's our weight line, so I'm gonna follow that. Definitely balled out, no problem. These things are powerful, no doubt. You guys can probably hear the buzz. A little bit more of a buzz than I'm used to, some of the stuff I'm used to using, but it is a super high RPM clipper. It's mowing through this hair, nice crunch sound. And normally I would use a trimmer to do this part, but like I said, this is about the clipper. So we're gonna ball all this out with the clipper. I'm gonna skip the shaver portion, and we'll move on to the fade. All right, so we're gonna come in, lever all the way open,
go ahead and set our first guideline. It does have the stretch bracket and the fusion blade. So without the stretch bracket, this open section would be a little bit longer. You guys know on my Gamma Stylecraft stuff, that is my go-to, the stretch bracket with the fusion blade. And like I said, if you guys are mad that I didn't use them out of the box, you know, you guys have the option when you buy clippers to change blades and zero gap them and do things like that. That's kind of part of the game. So I'm gonna use it how I'm comfortable. That's gonna give you the best review anyway, because this is how I like to use it. So, and these things are absolutely powerful. No issue at all cutting through the hair. You can hear it crunch. Now we'll do clipper close. I'm actually gonna bump it open slightly because I put the line in with it closed. You start to bump that line up. Now, if you guys didn't see my Instinct review, it has that intuitive torque control like this Instinct X, which means when it senses drag, it speeds up. And I'll tell you guys, like I did in the Instinct video, I never really even noticed that, you know, going to work, turning on. And so, I don't know, I don't do a lot of like buzz cuts on top. We did clear the bulk, but I didn't even notice it while we were clearing the bulk. And so for me, not a huge selling point. Like, it's a cool idea. If you guys hold the blade, you can hear it. And you can hear it kicking up in RPMs. So I get the idea, but I will say in the haircuts I've done with this and the Instinct, I didn't notice it even turn on. So as far as that being a reason to buy it, I wouldn't necessarily say that it is. But if you guys do a bunch of buzz cuts, you know, 3s on top, 2s on top, stuff like that, it may come more to effect there, but I just haven't noticed it. So you guys can see, nice, clean, open section. Now we can go ahead and move up to the 1. Now I'll come in with the 1 open. We're gonna set a guideline about a 1/2 inch up. And I will say, guys, never been a fan of the double magnetic guards. Even when I was using my Boosted or my Rebel, I was using the Wall Premium guards. And now you guys know I've been using the Babyliss guards. But I wanted to use what came with the clipper. So they look good on here. The white guards on the white clipper, definitely super sharp. But they are slightly different than what I'm used to. So we may struggle a little bit getting some of these lines out, but we'll work through it, get it looking nice. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and work up from here. Started with the 3, I'm gonna come in with the 2 all the way close. And these guards are all white, guys, but they do have colors. The numbers are different colors. So they kind of match like your standard, I think Wall was the first one to make kind of the color coded set. So like the 2 is purple. Here's one of my favorite things, guys, a little bit of a weight line. I'm gonna open up the 2 and I can just ride through it, and you can see it just cleans up that little edge. This thing feeds hair super well. That's one thing I really do look for in a clipper, is something that can do that through this weight and just feed in and create that nice clean shape into the top. I'll come in with the 1.5 halfway open, and again, guys, I don't know these guards exactly, so we play it safe, start a little bit halfway open. We can close it if we need. Just going right above that open 1 guideline to start to lighten that up. And we'll just continue our way down. So I'll go back to the 1 and then down to the 1 closed and the 1/2 to finish it up. No problem here though. You guys hear it cutting, no problem. I can still take the 1.5 and feed into the 2. Now we're back to the open 1. We're just gonna go right under where we just were. Make sure that the 1 ties in, and then we can come in and close it up and start to take that last line out at the bottom. Now we'll move on to the 1/2. I'm gonna start with it open, guys. Again, I don't know these guards very well. Kind of got a pretty dark line here, so I don't wanna go in there and just gash it. So this is a 1/2 guard, almost all the way open, not all the way. You guys know the 1/2 guards almost just slide on the hair and don't want to cut anything all the way open. So it is about halfway open, a little past halfway open. And then once I know it's safe and I've been through it with it like that, I'll go ahead and close it up halfway. And we'll focus on this bottom part of the line. You guys see, it's not really doing anything. So we may have to close it all the way up, take this last line out, or maybe even go down to the open clipper. So I'm just gonna come back with the 1, make sure that it looks nice, and then we'll go down to the open clipper and just hit any dark spots that we see, and we'll be done with this side. And really, guys, fades are always gonna take a little bit of detail work to get where you want them. And if you guys did not see my detailed video that I did on Levi, similar cut, showed you guys how to detail a fade and work your way back through it and clean it up. And I think it's full of gems for you guys. So if you did not see that, make sure you guys check that out. I will put it at the end of this video. All right, last but not least, come in with the lever all the way open. Just any of these spots right here that 1/2 guard close didn't get. I'm using just the corners of the blade just to touch up some of these spots, and then we'll move on to the other side and the back. All right, guys, I'm gonna time lapse this side and the back, and then I'll tell you guys what I think about the Instinct X.
All right, guys, so that is it for my review and unboxing on the Instinct X. And I'll tell you guys this, I was about to cut the back of the head. I was recording, and for some reason it just did not come together, so I did not include that clip. And I'll tell you guys, I am so used to the wall guards. Even when back in the day I was using the Boosted and the Rebel, I was always using wall premium guards. I never really used the double magnetics, and I even said that, I think, when I unboxed them. So I attempted to use them for you guys, but the haircut did not come out exactly how I wanted. The sides were okay, but the back just did not look that good, so I didn't include it. But it obviously comes with those double magnetic guards. For me personally, I would still use like wall premiums or my Babyliss guards. But as far as the clipper goes, no problems there. You guys saw it cuts super well. It feeds into the top super well, feeds through the hair. And that is something I'm always looking for. It does have the stretch bracket. You guys know I like that. It did come with the fade blade. I swapped it to the Vapor, but no issue cutting. Nice, clean, open section. Cuts through the hair super well. Obviously super powerful, just like the Instinct, but in a better body. So I give it 2 thumbs up on that. You guys know, if you've been following me, the Instinct is one of my least favorite clippers of the last few years. And this is a drastic improvement as far as the body goes. And the white looks pretty sweet with the clear lid with the white guards. So definitely digging this Instinct. If you guys want to check it out, go to stylecraftus.com. I'm going to put it right down here on the screen, and I will put it in the description as well. And make sure you guys use code Seancutshair, and you can save 10% on your order for the Instinct X or anything else you guys want to grab from Stylecraft. Now, it's been a minute since I got something else from Stylecraft, but check out my last review I did, and I'll catch you guys next time.